What's going on, guys? It's Doran here from Sunrise Gaming, coming at you with another video. Today we're going to be talking about Anna. I'm going to going over her skills, abilities, and what she's useful for and what she's not useful for. I am joined by Lax, our other support main here at Sunrise Gaming. So today we're just going to break down Anna. Lax, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
Doing well. Very excited to talk about Anna. Anna is my favorite. Um, Real quick, history with me with her. I started playing her in season 3. She was my main all the way through season 3, got me up into platinum with her. I have a ton of fun playing her. Transitioning now that we're in season 4, but whenever we need a last second support pick, I'll usually swap to Anna. So, really like her, and I understand, Lax, you've been playing a little bit of her this season.
Yeah, I started out with her and Zenyatta a little bit just because that's always seemed what we needed. But I've started to kind of learn tanks and been doing tanks. But I am fairly familiar with Ana.
Gotcha. All right, so let's just go over her skills real quick, and then we'll break down each one. Her auto attack is a projectile, kind of hip fire type deal. It's just her sniper rifle. She's just shooting it. The darts, when they hit the enemy, they deal damage plus a little damage over time, and when they hit a friendly person, then there's a heal. She is a sniper healer, so when she goes into scope mode, the same thing applies. She does turn into hit scan in scope mode, which is kind of interesting to her toolkit. She also has a sleep dart, which does exactly what you think. She fires a dart that puts somebody to sleep. And then she has a bio grenade, which is kind of what can really change a game and change a team fight. And of course, probably one of the best ultimates in the game that has been nerfed to the ground but still fights and still kicking, the Nano Boost. So let's go over her skills here. Her auto fire, it's pretty simple. It's projectile. The darts hit and heal friendlies, and they hit enemies and do damage with a little damage over time afterwards. Nothing too fancy,
Pretty
but
simple.
what's interesting with that, which kind of already sets Anna apart from everybody else, is scope versus no scope. When she's no
Yep.
scope, she's projectile. When she's scope, she's hit scan. What
Mhm.
do you think about that, Lex?
It's interesting. It's not like the world's biggest problem. It's not hard to hit a decently far away um, friendly when you're in non-scoped mode, and when you're in scope mode, it's just any type of standard hit scan. So it's not really the biggest deal. She tends to deal a lot more healing when it comes to people being around her closer. So just being able to point your rifle in some kind of way isn't really going to make the projectile a big issue or anything.
Gotcha. It's nice to heal that Pharah that's really high up in the sky with
Yeah,
scope.
that is. It does make her a little bit more versatile if you have the skill, and that is very useful.
Right. And her sleep dart. We like to have fun with the sleep dart here. Lax is a big fan of, when we're on defense, he will go stand outside the enemy spawn, and as soon as the doors open, we'll launch a sleep dart into the enemy team. Called
Only in quick play. Only in quick play.
only
I don't throw in competitive. Only in quick play.
only in quick play. We call that the YOLO sleep dart. Um,
Why not?
9 times out of 10, it doesn't do anything, but you know,
Hey, it's fun.
sleep dart
But
is very good. You want to elaborate on to why?
yeah, arguably the sleep dart I think is one of the best abilities in the game, and the reason is because if you can call out who has been slept, and your team doesn't touch them until they want to, it's essentially a free kill for a temporary amount of time because when somebody slept, they literally can't do anything, and they can't get themselves out of it, and their teammates can't get themselves out of it. Theoretically, Orion could stand over a slept target and block damage, but then he's not doing anything. So if you're able to get a sleep on somebody, especially somebody that's doing really good for the other team, it's essentially a free kill for a few seconds, and you can maybe try to go hopefully 6v5 or 5v4 or have some type of advantage in order to really swing the fight. And then obviously sleeping anything that's ulting is great. Sleeping a Winston ulting or sleeping
A Genji
a
ulting.
sleep. Yeah, exactly. I mean, those are hard, but the potential is absolutely phenomenal, and it's just a great ability.
And that is a projectile as well. People need
It
to
is.
remember that.
It travels fairly fast, so you only have to lead a little bit if your target's moving, but enough practice, it's not the hardest thing to hit.
Yeah. A nano boosted ulting Genji bringing out that sword can be shut down by an 8-second cooldown ability from
Yep.
Ana. That's what
Yep.
makes her definitely start to stand out from our other healers.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the bio grenade.
Bio grenade. I
Oh
love the
my!
bio grenade.
Brought in the triple tank meta.
Seriously, it lasted the triple tank meta, and it really kind of made it almost unbeatable just because you could heal a Roadhog or Reinhardt from almost 0 to full health. The Fire Grenade is an insanely powerful tool. It's another really good ability for her. You can, with one ability, prevent the other team from being healed, heal your team, and increase the healing done to them all at the same time. And then throw a little damage. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but throw a little damage on the other team. It's insanely good. It can also be used to protect yourself a little bit. If somebody's flanking you, you pop the, if they're right next to you, you pop it on yourself, you get healed, and then they're anti-healed, and then, you call it out and have somebody wreck them. So
Yeah.
it's insanely good, especially when you're getting in like a death ball type scenario and you're really just brawling it out. Just toss the bio grenade, and you're going to give your team a huge advantage.
That's right. Especially if you can hit your team before the enemy Ana hits your team with a grenade.
Definitely.
So
That's why I think if the other team doesn't have an Ana, you should have an Ana, because that bio grenade shuts down whatever whatever support character they have. The Mercy is essentially nothing. I mean, she can damage boost, but she can't heal anything. The Zen can't throw his orb. Well, he can throw the orb, but it doesn't do anything. So you essentially shut down like half the kits of most healers when you throw a grenade on somebody. So it's insanely powerful.
exactly. And let's talk about probably one of the most meta-defining skills to ever be implemented into this game. It brought about the Season 2 Beyblade meta. We did not play in that time, but we have seen what it became of it when Reaper would ult and be nano boosted, calling it
Oh
the
yeah.
Beyblade meta.
Yeah.
And then triple tank, making tanks just become DPS characters with the nano boost. Nano boost originally did damage increase, defense increase, and a huge speed boost. So you had these Reinhardts just flying around the map, wrecking everybody. Today, Nano Boost is just a damage and a defensive boost. It can be used defensively and offensively. I find it to be incredibly powerful. What do you think?
It is a really good ability. It's a really good ultimate. It's one of those ultimates that you don't have to combo it with another ultimate. So if your Ryan just hits a really good pin, throw it on him and he can deal some damage. One of the really good things you can do, especially if you get like a pin from a Ryan, is throw the nano on him and then throw your bio grenade like we talked about just a few seconds ago. And now they can't get healed and they have a nano boosted Ryan in their face. It's insanely good. And if you combo it with, Winston ulting or even still a Reaper ulting or Genji ulting or really anything, it's great. But even by itself, it's fine on a target that's just doing a lot of damage. So I think it's a great ability. It does really well for trying to close out a fight or trying to get the advantage in a fight. It's just a really good ultimate.
It's good for any time use. It should probably be used to initiate a fight.
Yeah, definitely.
But let's say your Reinhardt ults and then your soldier comes in with an ult. Who are you gonna ult? I ult the soldier. He's, because of Tac Visor with Nano, is incredibly strong. So
Yep.
it's just a good ultimate. You see somebody's wants the ult, you call it out, say Nano's ready, and go and wreck some face. It can be shut down easily. An enemy sleep dart, a Zen ult, basically any support ult will shut down the Nano. But getting
That's
that,
that was gonna happen anyway. So it's better to try to use it at the right time than having to worry about the other team's ult.
Gotcha. All right. So for Ana, viability wise, and when should you have an Ana? When should you not have an Ana? That's a tough question. How good she is.
So okay, it used to be you should always have an Ana,
Right.
right? However, with the new change in the meta, we're starting to see like these dive comps and split comps where you don't need massive amounts of healing because everybody can kind of survive on their own, right? Again, she can dart in and out, a Tracer can blink in and out, a Sombra can run in and out, even though some people don't like Sombra. And then a Winston obviously can jump around, and Zarya has a bubble. These different characters that you're seeing are being picked more and more can survive on their own a little bit better, so that they don't have to rely on a nano or a bio grenade and a couple shots from Ana in order to get healed back up. So I would say if you're running triple DPS, it's gonna be which it could work, but it's gonna be really, really hard for you to keep a lot of people healed. So anytime that you don't have a lot of big bodies on your team, you might want to stay away from her, just because she has to be able to have. It just makes it easier when a big fat Ryan or big fat Roadhog is sitting in front of you and you can heal them, right? So if you're diving with a Winston, Genji, Tracer, and like Lucio, she's going to be hard to play. She's still good, and if you're really good at her, that's fine. But it's just going to be harder to play when maybe using Zen's orb to throw on somebody, they dive, and then you can look away is fine, instead of you constantly having to shoot squishies that, of course the Genji will never stay still for you. So any type of comp that has not a lot of big, like, tanky characters and is running a lot of dive characters, you might want to stay away from Ana.
Right, and Ana is a small target. She's very weak by herself. She can defend herself, but... Yep. Any good flanker can take her out. A McCree with a stun grenade and a headshot, she's dead. So you just have to keep that in mind. Work with your team. If they're gonna go dive or split, or if they're going heavy tank, bring the Ana. Otherwise, you might want to look at a different healer. So we've been talking about this a lot, especially in our character analysis videos. Do you recommend Ana for a new player?
Absolutely not. I do recommend that at one point you should learn her, but she has so many different skills that are relatively hard to learn that a new player should not. Stick with Mercy, stick with Lucio or Zen, learn those characters, and then bridge into Ana. Ana, you need some technical skill. You have to hit sleep darts. You have to hit maybe the long range shot or two. You have to hit the bio grenade. You got to learn how to lob it and try to hit everybody. Kobe,
Yeah.
You got to learn. And then the greatest thing about Ana is if you have good game sense, she is deadly. Like knowing when to ult somebody, knowing when to hit that sleep dart. It's so good. You have to put, I think, a good amount of time into the game first, and then bring along the technical skill, and then you can play Ana. So I don't recommend it for new players, but you should definitely be working towards learning Ana because she is such a great character.
Yeah, especially if you're flexing into the support category after you've mained in a different category, Ana would be a good place to go. But even Blizzard agrees with you, Lax. They do have Ana listed as a 3-star hero, which is the highest difficulty in the game. So
I mean, I don't always agree with Blizzard, but that sounds about right to me.
She's tough, but mastering her can take you up the ladder. Example for me, I started in silver. When I started maining her and getting the technical skills down, I flew up into platinum in one season. So it's just things like that. Practice, 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 and Ana will do you justice.
Quick question. Did you find yourself shot calling a lot more as Ana? Because I really think a good Ana can shot call, or should be able to shot call.
Yes, especially with the grenades and whatnot. You're the one calling out, especially like when you toss the grenade and it hits the enemy, they turn purple. Their health bar turns purple, and that's what I would say a lot. Be like, soldiers purple. And then that would say my team, they can't heal. Oh my god, we can kill them, and they would do that. And Ana and Zen are definitely shot callers.
Awesome.
So
okay, cool.
If you got a mic and you're not afraid,
man up, man.
Man
let
up,
them know.
man up.
Teamwork is a great thing. Let them know. That's what Ana's there for.
Play some Ana. So that'll do it for Ana, my favorite hero, my personal favorite. Ana's the best. Lax enjoys her sometimes too.
I do. She is great.
So that'll be it for us. You can check us out on our Twitch channel. We stream every night starting at 8 to 9 p.m. Stream for a couple hours, Overwatch and Black Desert. Feel free to follow us on all our social media, which will be linked below. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you later tonight.
Bye, guys.
Chances tonight. and I'm feeling